An $80 smartwatch or an $80 paperweight? I currently daily drive a Huawei Watch 1, an ancient Wear OS smartwatch from 2014. I'm always looking for a compelling reason to upgrade. Thus, I've been following the launch of the Ticwatch GTH since before it officially even launched. The Ticwatch GTH introduces a couple of new features over its Ticwatch GTX brethren, yet more on that later. So come launch day, I bit the bullet and bought one. And the smartwatch arrived in this box here. The packaging feels decent and it gives you a quick rundown of the watch's features on the back of the box. So when you open it up, all you're going to find is the beautifully packaged Ticwatch GTH, which we can take at the box here. Let's have a quick look. And then let's open up the other box here. What's in this, I wonder? The magnetic charging cable. Beautiful. And then moving on to the last thing in the box, we have the quick start guide, which honestly you don't really need, so we're just going to throw that away. Now moving on, I'll show you how the magnetic charging cable works. It just clicks onto the bottom of the smartwatch like this. It's nice and strong. You can't really mess up plugging it in. The only unfortunate thing is this watch doesn't support wireless charging, but you can't really expect that from a $79 smartwatch. In terms of design, this watch looks very similar to an Apple Watch with its square-shaped design. It features one single hardware button on the right-hand side to turn on the backlight or go back in the menus. In terms of specs, the Ticwatch GTH is running an unknown, probably ARM-based processor. It has an accelerometer, PPG sensor for measuring heart rate, SpO2 levels, respiration rate, and wrist detection, and sleep tracking. It's using Bluetooth 5.1 low energy, and finally, the main event. It sports a vibrant 5.55-inch TFT touch display at 360 by 320 pixels. And those are all powered by a 260 milliamp hour battery, which gives a claimed 7 to 10 days of battery during normal use. And I would agree with that. During my use, I got around 8 days out of the box before I even had to charge it. The watch is relatively light, weighing in at about 48 grams. And it's running Mobvoi's in-house RTOS, which unfortunately at the moment is this watch's biggest issue. But more on that later. Now in terms of actually using the watch, the tilt-to-wake feature for me was inconsistent at best, but when it did work, it was quick to light up, allowing me to check my notifications. On the point of notifications though, that's where one of the biggest shortcomings was for me. I didn't enjoy the fact that notifications were limited to the preset choice apps that were in the Ticwatch app, as there were other notifications I was missing out on, and the notifications I could see would be cut off, as it was unable to allow me to seamlessly scroll through most of the message like Wear OS can. It also formats messages poorly, and that leads to messages being much harder to read than they otherwise would be on my 6-year-old Wear OS watch. Mobvoi, please fix. The Mobvoi app is anemic for features. For my health tracking, linking it to Google Fit was necessary for what I wanted. A lack of watch faces that were unique in any way besides showing my steps and the time was also problematic. And on the topic of watch faces, I was also upset by the choice to leave out the ability to have a second hand on the watch face, something needed for healthcare professionals to use the watch for taking a pulse. Although, let's talk about some good things. The things I did enjoy about this smartwatch were the fact that pairing the watch was as simple as scanning a QR code displayed on the watch's screen. The included watch band is soft and nice to wear. I also enjoyed the heart rate tracking. It is fast and seems about as accurate as having someone taking my pulse manually. It also is on 24 hours, so you can see any spikes and log your daily averages. In combination with the SpO2 and temperature, the watch can send me an alert if it thinks I'm getting sick, which is something needed in the time of COVID land. The music control is honestly mediocre at best. It allows you to pause, play, and skip or rewind tracks, yet unfortunately they don't show you what song is playing or what song is up next, which means I still want to pull out my phone. It does also include all your usual fitness modes, which is nice for people who care about that kind of stuff. The display is also vibrant and the touchscreen's responsiveness is quite nice. With all that said, let's talk about my final thoughts after using the watch. After using this watch, I feel I had my expectations set a little too high for this small little watch. If you use this watch as a pure fitness and health tracker with the occasional use of notifications, then it's going to offer you lots of sensors and data to keep yourself happy and healthy, which is important. And what is also important is it will do all of that for under $100 USD. And it's going to do a great job at it. What I wanted was a watch that could at least do most of the functions of a Wear OS watch or a Samsung OS watch, which unfortunately this watch cannot do for me. Maybe once they figure out a better way to display notifications and really fledge out the OS and the features of the app, then this can be something that I would consider using again. But for now, I will not be continuing to daily drive the Ticwatch GTH. So that's my final thoughts. If you disagree or have one of these watches, let me know down in the comment below. Anyways, leave a like if you enjoyed the video or want to continue discussion with me. Talk about it down below. If you enjoyed today's video, I'm BHA Tech Hunter, and I'll see you in the next one. Today's video was brought to you by us. BHATechStore.com is now live. Make sure to check it out in the description down below. The latest tech reviews and now the latest merch designs. BHATechStore.com.